What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC, between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Out for the opening kick, and we're off from Jacksonville. Here's Miller on the return, and this will give him some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Running once more with Henry. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? That's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
1st and 10 here. Ward. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. And they stop him after he picks up about 5. That's going to bring up 4th down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Ward. Johnson finds the football, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So it'll be another 1st and 10 for him, Brock, down at the opposing 37.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Drawing up the design keeper. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff goes upstairs and down on the field watching the kick, because now they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Shotgun snap now to Ward. He has room past the 25. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. They strike for 23 yards. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Here's a design run. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that 1st down carry.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it in addition to slinging it all over the field.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Trying down the middle with Henry. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Colts finish up an excellent opening series. Derrick Henry, the touchdown.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Making some progress here. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on first and 10.
54, Mike 54. And it's 22 window, 22 window. Tracy. Stand up.
Right to the air, it's Levis. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Jaguars have a first down.
The number's pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
29 down, 19. Diamond.
First and 10, it's Levis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and 11 at the 48-yard line.
Shotgun now for Levis. He's got Thomas on a slant. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Colts going in the dime look. Third down, 6 DBs out there. Third and long, they're going to throw. Got his man, Thomas has it. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. New set of downs for them from the 31.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Levis here on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
29 down. Mayday. Diamond.
On first down, here's Levis. Rolling left, buying some time. Great work by the coverage downfield. Buys him enough time to catch him outside the pocket. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
And 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, Levis. Caught quickly on the slant. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars finish up their opening drive. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or can they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. Just his second missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown.
Set to kick off.
So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Here's Miller on the return. And he's out a little short of the 30. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. To the air with Ward. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Gain of 26 yards there. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
First down. A gain of 26 yards. First down Colts.
A give right side to Henry. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a 1st down run. He picked up 7. Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Another run for Henry. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the 1st. 1 quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. The Colts have taken the early lead. We'll get you back to Jacksonville right after this.
Got it. Ready?
Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They'll have an easy 3rd and 1. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be 4th now and less than a yard.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
They're going to try to throw for it. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
Short pass brought in. On the move, past the 40. Running down the left side. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take the lead on the first play of the drive. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Gano for the PAT. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty.
Gano set to kick off.
Gano ready to send this away. Here's Miller on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10.
Come on. Ready?
The drive begins with Henry. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on 1st. This is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Colts, 1st down. A gain of 15.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. On target here to Njoku. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Well, they will certainly take that kind of pass in from the rookie out of Miami as he gets them the 1st.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Colts 1st down.
Rig alert. Ready?
Here's Henry running left. It's inside the 10. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And they'll take the lead.
14. Jaguars 13.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Diamond. 22 window. Hey, mayday.
Levis to the air now. Gets everything he has under this one. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know what I like about this shot down the field, Kate? It keeps the defense honest. They know defensively, if we overcommit, we could get burned deep.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20.
Like 13. Hot on. 54 Rita, hot. And 24 Linda, back to the team, Green. 49's down, Tracy. Hot.
Levis setting to throw. Completed left side to Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
22 window. Hey, mayday. Hot on. 54 Rita, hot.
Fourth down, here's Levis. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, well, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Offense in a hurry up here. Ward off the play fake. Went right, and that's intercepted. Harrison Smith with the INT. And the Jaguars are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
49's down, 22. Tracy.
Levis back to throw. Right side, this is into the hands of Felton. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sidelines are best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
Diamond.
Levis now on 1st down. He's got Khalif Raymond. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Levis. Taken in by Felton, left side. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
22 window.
And again, it's Levis. He brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Ready to send this away. Here's Miller on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Henry gets it here to start the drive. He started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Drew Phillips making the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Henry running to the left. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
Off the play fake. Here's Ward. Headed out right. Finds him on the crossing route. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Give to Henry on the inside handoff. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Reward that tackle to the effort of Leatu Latu.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. First and 10. Here's Levis. Finds a seam down the middle. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Throwing now on first down. Levis has a man on target to Thornton. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Jaguars have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Shotgun now for Levis. This is a heater going deep. Has it down close. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano ready to send this away. Here's Miller on the return. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out.
17-yard line.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Starting this drive with a design run. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Timeout Indianapolis. That's its second.
First down.
And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
The 28-yard line.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
From the gun, it's Ward. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Is that QB a tight end? They got that ball out in a hurry.
1st down from the 42. Shotgun snap now to Ward. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. We're going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down. Looking to throw this one. Ward. Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. Again, Ward going to the air. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
A gain of 21 yards.
Throwing from the gun.
And the Colts, 1st down.
And that's incomplete. And it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it's 2nd down coming up. Throwing it again here. He's looking deep once again. This one is knocked away. A potential touchdown prevented. And now the offense has to make a long walk back to the line for 3rd down. One last play before the break. Ward's going to throw here on 3rd. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the 2nd half. And this is covered by the Jaguars. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. All right, partner, are you on board with that call we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the 3rd quarter. Hold it, you jumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did you say no?
No. No.
Why not?
Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail. Why would you do that this early? No.
Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
10 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, Levis. Has him on the quick hitter. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. A pickup of 17. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10, it's Levis. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
We saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. And it's third down.
Complete. Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
Levis yet again. Brought in. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Out is Graham Gano to try to knock this through. This only a chip shot from the right hash. The kick by Gano is good. And that'll give him a 16-point advantage.
Had the lead at the break, and the important thing is really to come out hot in the second half and add to it. Sure, you'd love touchdowns, but you'll take those 3 points as well.
Gano ready to send this away. Here's Miller on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10.
19 Charger, 19 Charger. Go.
They run. Here's Henry. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Handoff headed right to Henry. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion move.
1st down, and they go right back to it. He scampers ahead for about 4. It's 2nd down now.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
On 2nd down, here's Henry again. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. It's Henry on the carry. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Jaguars take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw, Levis. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
29 down, 22 reader. 19. Play. Hey, Mayday.
Levis throwing again. Finds him over the middle. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars parlay the interception into points. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
14.
Gano ready to send this away.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Here's Miller on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Check. 19 Tiger.
Going with King Henry here. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who already got our short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you've got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
He cuts it to the right sideline. Running in the red zone. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts shrinking the lead some in the third. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. Trying to chip away at that lead, but just not able to figure it out there to take another 2 points off.
Yeah, every one of these calls at this juncture of the game tells a story, and right now that story being told is this crew is feeling the pressure trying to chip away at those points. Maybe a little over-aggressive, because now they're still down big.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Right 13.
Levis to the air now. This is caught inside the 15. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Graham Gano set to kick
Gano
off.
ready to send this away. Kadarius Toney now to return it. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
On the return, the Colts take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
60 Maverick. Let's go now.
Tight end going in motion here.
18.
First and 10 here. Ward. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So at the 30 after the incompletion. Here's second and 10.
70, Tampa Wolf. Go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it third down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
He's throwing deep to the left side. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Jaguars have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
On 1st down, here's Levis. Raymond there to grab it. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
From the red zone on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
3-yard loss brings up 2nd and 13 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Levis.
Will Levis
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
There we go.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
That's complete. Here's Thornton. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars keep running away with this. As he naps another touchdown, Brock, I gotta ask you, the former QB, is this the point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have one touchdown today are coming over you and saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kay. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence in the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
Good now, we're ready to send this away. Here's Miller on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. There was 24 yards on that one. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
No question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
70.
It's Henry on the counter. And they bring him down after the player reaches the 26. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first. And send the receiver left.
First down, Indianapolis.
First down, and they go back to Henry. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
4 yards. Second and 6. At the 22-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Running once more with Henry. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for the Colts. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Ready.
Sign quarterback run here. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
It's a loss of 1.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach 3rd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Colts putting up points in a game decided. Elliott on now to attempt the point after.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points.
Colts, 27.
Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And this is covered by the Jaguars. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game. You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Shotgun now for Levis. Completed over the middle. Running in the red zone. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Jaguars continue piling it on here in the 4th. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars continue piling on to this lead. Gano ready to send this away. Tony now to return it. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's going to be out of bounds. Not a positive return there. Only making it up to the 15-yard line. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Line down the middle of Henry. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
2nd down run gets him 5. Now they've got 3rd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Pat the 60, pat the 60. Ready, right?
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Rolling out to his left. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
That's complete to Johnston, outright. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. but he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the huge conversion gets them a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. Out of the gun, Henry. Give him 5 on that carry. Bringing up second and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
This is Henry on second. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. Ward in the pistol. Finds the in route complete. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up fourth down.
A gain of 9. It's fourth down.
Cut the 60, cut 19, cut 19.
Desperation time here. He's got his man. This is Walker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. So they hit him for 5 yards on fourth down, and they get the successful conversion. First and 10 from the 43.
First down.
Walker going in motion left.
43-yard line.
From the pistol, Henry. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Ward's going to throw it. This is Cox. That's Walker. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Ready, set, hot, set, left wing 19.
First down.
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here.
Ward sacked. A loss of 5 yards.
From the gun, it's Ward. And he's got it, so they'll put a little ways back with the touchdown. The Colts making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Wisnowski set to kick off.
And this is covered by the Jaguars. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. So they'll decline this and take the results. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Taken in by Felton, left side. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep.